Hey, good morning, fellas. I pretty well just finished up installing my fuel system, and so I thought I'd shoot some video, show you what I'm looking at. It's nothing too exciting, but boat nerds might appreciate it, so here we go. Well, first off, if you remember back in the day, I installed two tanks in here. The one at midships, that one's my 29 gallon. And then the one right underneath that helm seat, there's this panel here that I can lift up, and that's where the 33 gallon is. Ran my supply lines before I installed the deck all the way back, and they exit right up here, and you can see that I've just attached them to this three-way valve that I'm really pretty amped about. It's a nice heavy-duty piece of equipment, and basically the way I installed it is I drilled a hole through the side panel right here, and then the switch itself is on the inside of where the shelf is going to be. The way this is going to finish out back here is you can see this foam. It doesn't look very good, so I built out a plywood shelf and wrapped it in carpet, and it'll go all the way back, so it'll hide all that. And this will be open for storage and stuff, and so when I want to switch tanks, I can just reach back here and flip the valve and be all set. There's going to be a curtain here, a vinyl curtain here, that's going to hide all my stuff back here at the transom. It's a nice valve. I oriented it so the bowmost tank is on the bowmost line here, and then the one at midship is further back, so that way I don't get confused. I'm confused easily. This is not permanently installed. You can still see it. I still have yet to put my clamps on. It's just bolted in place right now. I still need to paint the side panel, so when I'm getting ready to paint, I'll pull this off, paint it up, and then seal up the holes and install it permanently. That way I don't have to try and tape all this stuff off. It's a nice valve. It's got a nice smooth action to it, and there's a click when you get it into the correct position. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. See, there's the off position, and then you can see the arrows pointing to this line here, so that would be on my bowmost tank up in the cabin there. And then there it is, all the way, flipped it all the way around, and it's now hooked up to my my midship tank. Kind of my plan, my main intention is to just run the 29 gallon at midship. I think that'll serve my purpose probably 80–90% of the time, just running around doing my things. It's a trailer boat. I can just pull through the gas station, fill her up. Long weekends, or if I know I'm doing a lot of tubing or skiing or something like that, or camping out on one of the islands on Lake Superior, I'll probably fill both tanks, and life will be good. So that's kind of how that works. My you can see the main line comes down to my fuel filter and then up to the engine. All my fittings seem to be wrong. I didn't like where the elbows were, and I didn't like where the straight fittings were, the way the line was, so I had to pull all that apart and redo it, which was fine. That's all good. So that's the concept of my fuel system. So up next, I think I'm about ready to install my trim pump on the transom. So have a good one. See ya.